Bulls were the first global sports team in the world. It all started with Michael.
Hopefully I can go in and contribute and maybe turn it around. You know, I'm looking forward to that.
The GOAT, greatest player of all time.
The best player that ever played this game.
The best, period.
A shot on Elo, good! The Bulls win! They win it! Set day, Cleveland.
Michael had that air about him, like, we are coming for everybody.
His energy and determination get better every year. I talked him into scoring less, giving up the ball more often, running a team offense, and a team grew behind that.
That inner drive and that competitiveness inside his heart and inside his head.
He had everybody afraid. As his teammate, it's like the ultimate feeling of, we got him and you don't.
He had a sense of duty to the world, I think, to be MJ.
He influenced society probably more than any athlete ever. Be like Mike. It's true. They really wanted to be like Mike. There's been nobody like that ever.
His will to win. Once Michael Jordan got to the top of the mountain, he was never knocked off. To me, there's only one greatest player of all time, and that's MJ. The feeling in the room that day was, this is a game changer. This is the beginning of how we truly are going to build around a great player like Michael Jordan.
He just made everything work.
Scottie Pippen could score 5 points and control the entire game. He was the glue.
You gotta get a win, baby. Guarantee a ride back. Let's go.
A truly unusually gifted player, probably the best defensive perimeter player in the history of the game.
As a kid growing up being a guard and then growing into a forward's body, basically, he still had a guard mentality.
Phil Jackson makes the big change in strategy. What does he do? He puts Scottie Pippen on Magic Johnson. And now Magic Johnson, arguably the greatest point guard of all time, has to be dribbling up backward. Because if he's going forward, Scottie Pippen's going to steal the ball from him.
Guarding ones, twos, threes, fours, very quick, very good passer, the perfect teammate.
A heated first half that saw 5 technical fouls handed out by the officials, and it's getting very, very tough out there.
I met with Scottie and Michael and said, this is what we're going to do. How are you guys going to deal with this? Well, if he's willing to play with us, if he wants to play our style of ball, we're fine. You know, it's basketball.
Ultimate warrior, incredible worker. He put his ego aside for winning.
When Dennis Rodman stepped on that basketball court, he changes who he is.
Dennis brought a level of chaos and madness and improvisation to our team.
He was very quiet, but when the lights went on, the media showed up, that's when the show started.
You hated him when he was on Detroit, and you loved him on Chicago.
His energy, that was exceptional. He played as hard in the 40 minutes as he did in the first 10 minutes, but he fit in.
He's one of the best teammates that people can ask for, a person that absolutely understands everything about basketball.
He was one of the baddest of the bad boys, but he was a team-oriented player because the Bulls gave him the family he needed, and he responded in kind. And as a result, it was one of the reasons why that Bulls team became probably the greatest ever.
Everybody's looking at the big three, and we actually had a big four. Tony Kukoc was a star before he put on a Bulls uniform.
He could do everything, dribble, pass, shoot. He was a beautiful player to watch.
There was nobody that could do the things that he did coming out of Europe, you know, at 6'10", 6'11".
Nobody sacrificed more, maybe in the history of basketball, than Tony Kukoc.
His vision, his ball handling, his shooting.
Tony's got that sort of mercurial talent. He seemed to always be amazing when we needed him to be amazing.
We don't win that game without Tony Kukoc.
He led the league in game-winning shots. So here you had probably the best clutch shot maker on the team, and that's the team with Michael Jordan on it. You had the best passer facilitator, and that's the team with Scottie Pippen on it. And you say, well, you go over there and play against Shaq.
In a lot of ways, he was the key to our team. When he would play at a high level, we were unbeatable.
Bill told me one time that the only regret he had in giving Michael Jordan the last shot was in Game 5 against Utah before they won. Tony had 30 points, had shot 11 for 13 in that game.
Just on fire.
Gave Michael the last shot, he missed it. He said, I should have given the shot to Tony Kukoc. And that's how good a player Tony was.